A self-portrait is a picture of yourself. Let's draw a self-portrait today. For the first part of this self-portrait, you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser. You're going to need a tracer for your head, a mirror to look in, and eventually we're going to need a Sharpie marker. When I look in the mirror, I notice that my face is an oval. So I'm going to use an oval tracer to make sure I have a nice big oval that fits on my page well. I'll hold on to it with one hand and trace around it with my other. Nice. Now I'm going to look into the mirror again. Look at your eyes. Look at the shape of your eyes. If you look very closely, you're going to notice that the shape of your eye is more like a lemon or a football. So I'm going to take my pencil and start in the center of my oval, and I'm going to draw a rainbow curve and another rainbow curve for the start of my eyes. Then I'll draw a curve going down and a curve going down, and now I have the perfect shape for the start of my eyes. Look in the mirror again. Do you notice that there's a big circle right inside your eye? This is the colored part of your eye. This is called the iris. Look again. Yeah, there's another circle. Draw a smaller circle inside your eye. This circle is called the pupil. This color is going to be colored in totally black. Now this is just the beginning of our eye. We might add some details. So if I want to make my eye with an eyelid, I'll draw another rainbow curve right on top of my eye. If I want to make some details like eyelashes, I can place those on now too. Look above your eyes. That's right, you have eyebrows. You can draw an eyebrow. You can feel free to add all of these details or none of them. It's really up to you. Now we're going to move down our face to our nose. If you look, you have different parts of your nose. This part right here, this is going to be the bulb of your nose. That's the largest part out in front. I'm doing that by making a big capital U. Now I'm going to place two baby U's right next door. Baby U, baby U. These are the nostrils. Sometimes artists will leave their nose like this. Other times they'll take that big capital U and bring it all the way up to the eyebrow. Sometimes they'll go a step further and bring the other capital U up to the other eyebrow. It's really up to you how far you want to bring your nose. Now let's look in the mirror again. Why don't you smile in the mirror? Why don't you get angry? What does your silly face look like? Choose one of those faces. I'm going to choose a smile. I'm going to make that big curve for my smile. And this is what I call a banana mouth because I'm going to make another curve right underneath it. Looks kind of like a banana, doesn't it? Now you can look at all the details in and around your mouth. If you choose to, you can make the lips. I'm going to start right from the center. Go up and over to the edge. Up and over to the edge. Then I'm going to make another one underneath. Yeah, that kind of looks like my lips. Now for the teeth. Look in the mirror to see your teeth. I have all of my teeth, but you guys might be missing one. So you can actually draw your teeth where they are, skip it where they're not, and fill your mouth up with all the teeth that you see inside your mouth. You might see other things as well. Maybe you see part of your tongue. I don't know. Take a look in the mirror. See what it looks like. We're still moving down our head, and we're going to move to our neck. Now the neck is at least 3 fingers thick. In my case, I think I'm going to go 4 fingers thick. So 2 lines down, all the way down to the bottom. But if you have too long of a neck, you can actually make a curve down here and then 2 curves out to the edge. This becomes your shoulders. We're going to go to the sides of our head because we have ears over there. Take a look in the mirror. Yep, your ear goes from the top of your eyes to the bottom of your nose. Take your pencil, make a C and a backwards C on either side of your head. Now this is where it gets really interesting. You get to draw your hair, but we're not going to draw every single individual strand of hair. We're going to make kind of like, well, like a helmet. So if I have short hair, I might draw a line along here and a line along here. That might look just like your hair. If your hair goes a little bit bigger than your head, so a little bit taller, you can erase that top line and draw another line. Maybe this person has some wavy hair. Let's talk about some other ways that you can make hair. If your hair is much longer, you'll make that wave maybe on top and then bring it all the way down behind your ears. Maybe it goes to the bottom of your chin. Or maybe it goes all the way down behind your shoulders. I'm going to make it long in my case. Now, this is the last part of your drawing. Look in the mirror and see what makes you an individual. Do you have freckles on your face? Do you have earrings? Do you have glasses? Look at how I do my glasses. A big oval by my eyes. Oval by my eyes. A curve to connect them. And 2 lines going back to my ears. What is interesting on your face that you want to make sure you add on? Draw those final details, and then we're going to outline it with a Sharpie marker. Okay, when I think I'm done outlining, I need to ask 3 other people before I move on. Hey, did I miss any lines with my Sharpie marker? I did, right here on the nose. So then I want to go back and make sure that I didn't miss any lines. Anything that you drew in pencil, you need to draw again with Sharpie marker. Go ahead and erase any of the lines that are still showing. Now it's time to move on to color. The first thing I need to do is pick a skin color. And it has to be a color that matches my skin because there's so many different colors of skin color, right? Does this color match my skin? Not very well. How about this one? Maybe. How about this one? A little too dark. Yeah, this one's a little too dark too. If you want to, you can get a scratch piece of paper and actually test it out. Test it next to your skin. For me, I think I'm going to use this one. Now that I picked a skin color, I'm going to look into the mirror again to see where I need to color. For sure, my nose is a skin color. So I'm going to start right there. I'm going to start right in the center of my face. Now, what we don't want to do is color quick and sloppy. Look there's a lot of white spots. We want to get rid of all those white spots. So I'm going to slow my hand down and I'm going to try to press hard enough that I can't see any white spots anymore. Ooh, I'm getting close to the edge where my hair is. Is my hair the skin color? Nope, when I look in the mirror it's not. So I need to make sure that my color does not go into my hair. Oh, my eyelids are the same color as my skin. How about inside, where my eye is? No way. This stays white, so I'm going to leave that alone. How about inside my glasses? Yep, I can see my skin right through that glass. I'm going to continue to color every single part of wherever I see the skin. The ears, the neck, inside the mouth? Nope. But the cheeks. Keep coloring and make sure that there's no white spots. Now that I've colored in all the skin, I'm going to look for any white spots. Do you see any white spots? Well, maybe right here. I could probably go back and get that. Maybe a little bit right here. But overall, it's pretty good. Now I need to look in the mirror again. You need to look at what color your iris is. My iris is brown, so I'm going to use brown to color in just that circle part. I don't want to color in the whole eye because there's still some white, right? Look at the rest of your details. I have brown hair too, so I'm going to go ahead and use the brown for my hair. I'll color in the whole thing. I have pink lips, so I can add some pink in my lips. When I look in the mirror, I notice that inside my mouth, well, I don't really see much of a color at all. I kind of just see black. So I might use some black for behind my teeth. This gets tricky because it's a very small area, but if I go slow, I think it might turn out okay. Again, before I move on, I'm going to check with 3 friends to see if they can find any white spots. If they can't, I'm ready to move on. Now I'm going to use that scrap piece of paper again and place it underneath because I'm going to be coloring the edges of my self-portrait. So I'll choose a color for my shirt. I ended up having enough room to make a shirt. And I color along the base here. And this is why I need the scrap paper. If I go off a little bit, no big deal. The scrap paper is going to make sure that it protects my tabletop. I'll color the whole shirt with the same color, and then I get to choose any background color I want. Maybe I'll use this green. Again, we don't want to color sloppy, not like that. Take your time, go slow, and make sure that there's no white spots. Our self-portrait is now complete.